Video didn't work. We just went straight to live.
Oh no.
I'll have to see if I can reboot it. Hold on. Wait for somebody to come on. I guess it should be wait until we have visitors anyhow. So that'd probably be the best way to do it. So give people 1 minute here and see who gets on. See if the comments are. Ooh, wrong button. I keep hitting the wrong button on this, but I could just start too because people always watch this on the rerun anyhow and don't want to watch 3 minutes of talking about what we got going on. So Selena's on. So it is working. It is live. I wanted to make sure everything is good to go on this end because I'm at a hotel room and logging on. So everything's good. So that's awesome. I see it's 82 degrees in Kansas. So that's a pretty good gig. I know it's nice in Texas, and it looked like Twister got wet going home, but welcome to Monster Monday. It is the 10th of March. I am 3 days away from being married for 32 years. So I'm down in Key West. I came down here 4 times last year, 3 during the night and 1 during a tropical storm. So, and every time I thought it looked like kind of a cool place. So we decided to celebrate our anniversary down here. And now we just got here today. Went out, got out to eat, and everything was perfect. So now everybody's here. We can get started with our new intro video. All right, let's see. Actually, it won't work. So I was going to put together an intro video of all Riot's mishaps over the last few days, but I couldn't get it to work. So I'll have to get that ready for next week. So I'll sweat it till next week. But I had plenty of mishaps the last few days. Since last week, we came down to Florida, and we've been here and having a great time. So the rally ended. So the rally was a lot of fun. We hung out with Wild Ass Craig and the crew over there, and we did Wild Ass, or when we did Monster Monday last week, it was kind of funny when we had the crew in the background bouncing off the walls and everything else, trying to mess with poor Misty getting her job done. That was good. So, but that ended for us, or for me, it ended on Thursday, I guess it was. And then we went up to Jacksonville, where a bunch of Iron Butt Association riders were all there for a little banquet. And it was kind of cool because they were honoring people that did some cool things throughout the year. And so it's fun. Different people got awards and some crazy rides that people did, reaching a certain level of rider. So Luma was down there with us, Iceman, Twister, Hopper, myself, my wife, Amy. Who else was down there? I'm probably forgetting somebody, but anyways, Ken was there. There's a whole bunch of people there at the. Yeah, there's some people now they're coming back to me, and I'm thinking I can't sit and name everybody because now I'm going to sit here for half an hour telling them name by name. But anyhow, we went to that banquet. It was awesome. Luma got a couple awards for a level of a mile eater that he attained throughout the year. He got a 100,000 mile award. I got my 100,000 mile award. So it's pretty cool that the only 2 monsters the only 2 people to get the 100,000 miles in a year were Luma and I. So that was pretty cool that the only 2 that did it were both monsters. So that was kind of fun because I was under the impression there was a few more guys doing it, and one guy was doing it, and he got down to no, I just lost my train of thought when I saw Teeter there. He had 92,000 miles on and had to bail on the year. So I don't know exactly what happened, but life got in the way. And, I think life got in the way and the motorcycle had some issues and it just didn't work. But so that was that. But that was really cool that Teeter and I both got the award. And if you missed it earlier, Chris Lumagani, we're not calling him Chris or Luma or anything else. It is just straight up Teeter. And if you're wondering why, then just give him a few beers and tell him to talk about whatever you're talking about, because his Boston accent mixed with a couple of Budweisers and you get Teeter talk. So it was pretty funny. So we had a good time. But Teeter's a good name for him anyhow. A lot of good memories. You can get some good chuckles out of that. So we had a good time though. I was excited to leave Jacksonville. It had been a long week. We got a lot done. I met with all of our sponsors that were at the rally. So that was really nice. So nice having everybody in the same place, get around and mingle. And because it's hard to set anything up. They have days that they're busy. I have days I can't do it. And, so it just worked out really good that we could keep working to get to with them. And so we're hoping to add a few more that are going to get us discounts to get us some products that we can raffle off to raise money for the boys. So I'm looking forward to what all those meetings and everything has in store for us for the upcoming year. So that's pretty good. Oh, excuse me. And then we headed down, had a nice ride down here. So now I'm down in Key West, just chilling out. But really what I wanted to hit on before we find out everything about the boys is our geo hunt. That is the next thing the Monsters have coming up as far as events. And that geo hunt is open to anyone and everyone. So you don't have to ride a motorcycle. You can ride a motorcycle either way, but it's open to anyone. So please take that flyer, pass it out, share it with people, spread the word. People can join in at any time. So as this picks up pace, I'm sure we'll be gaining people all summer long, but the idea is to get as many as we can to start it off. And then we're going to launch some more things with it. And there's a lot of twists coming with the geo hunt. It's really going to be fun. So, and I'll go jump out of a plane. I'll go jump out of a plane with the goat. I told him before, I'll push you right out the plane. No problem. So if you're going to change your mind, then you and that guy are going out or you'll be strapped on my back and I'll jump one way or the other. It's all good. So that'll be fun. I'm not real hip on, jumping out of a perfectly good plane, but for the goat, I will. Otherwise, I could stick with staying on the ground. But anyhow, the geo hunt is, everything's getting mailed out on April 1st. It starts 1 month from today. So 1 month from today, people will have the books, and Monster Monday, the first clue will be given out. So with the books will come the details on how it's going to, all the clues will be released and how to figure out what state they're in and all that good stuff. Some of them by looking at the pictures. I think the book has a picture of every coin and a little something to do with it. So there's going to be a few in there that you'll be like, oh, I know where that is, and you can go get it. But most of them are going to be, you need clues, you need to know state and kind of narrow it down from there. So and I don't want to ride the ferry. No thanks. Not up on that. But I'm looking forward to the geo hunt because I put those coins out, and getting the book ready and adding the clues and doing all that really took me back and traveling back through time as I could picture being at those places and the memories I had there. So I really hope that people do this geo hunt, look around for cool things, do a live video from it into our Monsters and Heroes group, post pictures, whatever, and actually show the boys what there is out there in the country and where these things are. And, what Riot was thinking when he stopped there. Some of them people are going to wonder why I even stopped there, because some places I stopped, and then while I was stopped, I found a cool place. So it's going to be pretty fun. So that I'm looking forward to. So, share the banner, share the flyer. Get your friends and anybody else who wants to join that, and make sure people know you do not have to be a biker to do this. Obviously nothing's going to be accessible to just the motorcycle. So a car, if you're going on vacation and want to do this across the country, they are literally spread from sea to shining sea, from coast to coast, border to border. There's a coin there scattered somewhere for everyone. So if there's not one left in your state, there'll be one in next door. So there'll be a lot of fun to go find and take an adventure. So that's really all I got. The other stuff we can hit on later. We have the Monster 79 and the party and things like that, but we'll hit on that as it gets closer. So what do you guys got for hero news? Because I've only been catching bits and pieces as I do all this biker stuff.
Yep, you've been busy biking. So Alfie has news that he's receiving tickets to the final. And I don't know if you saw the video, but it kind of made me cry. It was pretty ecstatic for him.
If you don't get excited watching that video,
I know you're not alive.
Then jumpstart the heart because you're out of it. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You should have given me some news. I don't even know why I'm here.
Yeah, you can have some news.
I
You're here for moral support.
I was originally on here to fill in for Riot, so now I'm just sitting here like a goon.
Yeah, and then Riot got here because he was going to take over for me, but then I was like, I'll try to get there. I did, so rained on his parade. I can just slide myself out now.
No, you're fine. His scooter finally showed up, but it's not working. So they're trying to get that figured out. Poor Alfie,
How is it not working? I saw it was
they
there.
said it doesn't work. So they're trying to get it figured out as to what's going on with it. So it doesn't turn on, or
I tell you, and those things, for what they cost, they should autopilot themselves to your house and then take you for a ride and to bring you back home. They're not like little cheap the scooters they just stand on, the handle, so it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Crazy. Says it won't turn on. That's nice. I'm glad they ordered it. I did that route, so at least I'm not going. Ugh.
Yeah. So they're working on getting that, fixed or replaced, I think is what they have to do. But it took a while to get the other one. So I'm like, shoot. So yeah, poor Alfie with that.
That sucks. Well, at least he's got tickets to
I know, and that's coming up, so that'll be good. But they did receive news today. I'm sure a lot of people saw how Colleen is fuming about the new drug that they're trying to get for him through Belfast, and they're not willing to take this new drug on right now. But she's not giving up, so we'll see.
Yeah, none of the moms will be giving up. And you know what? No. You know what? If you ever want to see somebody fight,
Mad Mom,
involve a kid and watch what happens. Like if there was no kids involved, you just had moms fight. They'd be like fight for 5 seconds, and that'd be it. Put a kid involved, and you just unleashed a pit bull from hell. So that's what it's going to take. Though I think it's bullshit that they do that. Like it's just so wrong at so many levels. I can't believe that somebody sitting there is not going to vote to do that. Make that happen. Although all the stupid shit politicians can make happen, there's no reason for that.
Not one of them.
Yeah, and that's just a nonsense one. So that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even after all that coverage, I know that one video had like close to 300,000 views. And
exactly.
It just shows, media is powerful, but it doesn't have the last, word. So.
Yeah, it just shows you that no matter what, whoever lining their pockets gets the vote.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it'll come down to. You don't get a kickback from them. So until they agree to give me a kickback, we're not going to let it go. So whatever, don't get me started.
I know. That's I called her Mama Bear too. I'm like, watch out, Mama Bear's coming. So
yep, exactly.
So stay tuned with that, because I know that fight's not over for sure. And Jack's recovering from his fall nicely. He's doing well. He gave us kind of a little scare with that fall he had, but of course he didn't break anything, or just kind of had a bruise. And the weather's been great there, so he's been able to get outside. So he's pretty stoked about that, to get out and play. That's what he wanted to do.
Speaking of being outside, I went outside. I don't know if you can see my sunburn. Light's probably not good enough.
Yeah,
but
we can see it.
I got just roasted. Can you see how red that is?
Oh, yeah, we can. That's awesome.
Like, if the lighting was better in here, Amy took a picture last night. It's just pretty funny. But I learned.
Get sunburn.
Yeah, I don't know. I always wear long sleeve shirts, and I forgot to put sunscreen on. So, and I wore a short sleeve shirt. So that, I'm not going that fast. We can just take a nice, easy day, and paid for it. But that was kind of funny. So Amy had a good laugh at me.
But she did. Dylan got his ears all sunburnt really bad.
Down in Jacksonville or down in Daytona?
Yeah. So it's all right.
I always wear a helmet, but I didn't wear a helmet today. So yesterday. So I got sunburned. I had my helmet hanging off the back and I got fried. Or actually, Amy was wearing it yesterday, but my eyes got it too. But I had big glasses on. So I went like that this morning and I was all sunburned. It just looked like ginormous little white spots.
That's funny.
All right. So what else you got?
On to Drew. Steve's birthday was Saturday, so they celebrated that. And Drew, good news for Drew, he was approved for his medication finally. So he had to jump through quite a few hoops, but he was approved for it. So
Good.
he said
Good for him.
hopefully a few weeks.
Awesome. Hope he gets it right away, and I hope it does good too.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be
Mr. Gavin had Uncle Jason time last week because mom and dad were in Arizona, or mom was in Arizona and dad was at a food show. So they skipped school. They went to a few museums. They ate Philly cheesesteak and they saw a sloth. And of course, now the sloth is on his bucket list to hold because he didn't get to hold one. But it looks like they had a pretty good time.
a sloth.
A sloth of all things.
Where do you go to hold a sloth?
I don't know. There's places you can hold a sloth.
Australia.
Yeah.
I think that's where Amy held one. I think it was Australia.
Was it?
Yeah,
I know. I know my cousin did too, but it was some other, I don't know, somewhere out of states.
Oh, that was a koala bear. Okay, I guess it wasn't a sloth.
Oh,
Both like
koala bear.
just like stupidly slow, and it's like they look like stuffed animals. So there's no sense holding a real one because you might as well just hold the stuffed animal and not have the hassle of it.
Yeah, I think they look like they smell funny. I don't think you'd want to hold one.
And Nicole wants to hold.
Yeah, they
one
grow
too.
mold on their fur. Yeah, because even God
most of
thinks they're an inanimate object. They don't move.
Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Twister.
Yeah, I saw a sloth down in Daytona get on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, in her defense, that motorcycle was like 9 feet tall.
Yeah, it was pretty big. I was
Now we're
tired.
telling stories. Now we're telling stories that people only know part of. So hopefully the video will
So
turn out
on
better.
to, yeah, anyway, Gavin broke his chair at school, apparently ran into a fence, broke his chair.
No, I only heard he broke his chair, not that he ran into a fence to break it.
Yeah, ran in. So that was a pretty spendy oops. And so it still works, but they got to get it fixed. And Sunday, Jimmy and Tony stopped by for lunch, and Gavin was able to hand off the painting that Tony won for March.
That was pretty awesome, man. They booked right
Yeah.
down there because they live up in North Mississippi. You know, like
I didn't
not
know
far.
where they lived. I was wondering that. Yeah.
They live north of Starkville, so they're close to Tennessee. So it's a good.
That is a haul.
Yeah, it's a good haul. So that was pretty awesome. I was shocked when they won it, and all of a sudden, 2 days later, they're down there picking it up. I thought, boy, Tony's
Good
not
reason to go
time.
get it. Yeah.
Not wasting time in case Taco wouldn't actually give it to her, and he went and got it. She jumped right on, and away they went. So they're great people, and she's awesome. So I was happy that she won it. That was pretty cool.
That was, yeah. Gavin said he was playing football.
Oh, okay.
That's
That
a bummer.
happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
He's leaving for Denmark on Thursday.
That's this Thursday?
Yep.
Wow, man, everything just blends together because this Thursday or this weekend too, speaking of which, he's going to Denmark, and Frankie Mountains in Denver and Michael Nielsen are going over to the Spokane Motorcycle Show. So that's the show that I rode from Daytona last year up to Washington.
Yeah.
To go to. And it's a really cool show. La Tigers giving us a booth, and they're going to have the movie playing at it again and all kinds of good stuff. Nice. That'll be kind of fun. I think Frankie's making some stickers to give away and that kind of thing. And that'll be kind of cool. But I forgot to mention that. And time is just going by so fast. It's like crazy. I had to pay some bills today because I'm like, well, it's not. They're due this month, like in March. And yeah. I'm like, I left when it was still February. And then everything has just been a blur since then. So I'm like, oh yeah, we're well into March. It's like day 10, and I'm like way behind on everything. So I had to actually take time from my busy schedule to take care of some business.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, lights out. The lights in our nice hotel are good, so we're fine. We're going to pay our electric bill at home. We're not there enough anyhow. Dogs will be okay.
Right. Fine.
That's what anyhow. Next, who else we got?
Turbo went to a car show with Dad on Saturday, and they had lunch. Looks like they had a pretty good time. Mom said track system is still working out really well for them, and that's been just a miracle for them.
That's awesome. It's always good when things that everybody contributes towards turn out so nice. you know, and that would raise money. It's something they really need, and, really benefits life so much. And you can see it,
Yep.
not a magic thing. They got to swallow something, helps them every day, and people can see it, put their stickers on it, and be all good.
Yep. We got to see more people with stickers on that. That's
There'll be
cool.
right. There'll be a riot sticker on their sticker on there next month.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that'll be good.
So Drew's been in, or not Drew, I'm sorry. Turbo's been in a little bit of a funk lately. Been a little down.
That happens. 'Tis the season,
It is.
and you get a combination of the age. He's got testosterone rampant through his body, so the emotions go up and down all the time. So he got good news at the doctor.
He
So that should carry him over a little bit longer. So Turbo, I hope you snap out of your funk a little bit. And you got good news from doctor. You should ride that wave instead. Things are going good for you.
Yep. Some things to come with Turbo. Just watch for that.
Oh,
That's all you're gonna say.
That's all I'm going to say for now.
Oh,
I'm not
boy.
allowed to. So
Yeah.
that
Gotta get-
works.
yeah.
They
So
get
news with Turbo is there's Turbo news coming.
Turbo news coming. That's all I'm allowed
Yeah.
to say.
We've dealt with this before with Turbo. All right.
Turbo news to come.
Yep, that's good.
That is good. So on with Brody. The family there has been fighting a bug, trying to get over it. I think it's kind of that time of year too with that. Everybody's
Across the
getting-
country, everybody's been sick and all different kinds of sick. It sucks.
We were on the plane and on the way home, and everybody was coughing and gagging and blowing their nose. And I'm just like, oh,
Myself
Yep.
included.
Yeah.
I gotta get out. I hate
Yep.
it. I hate it. So yeah,
Well,
that made it
people
even.
down there. People go down there. They don't sleep, don't take care of themselves, and run themselves
Really?
ragged. Then you're around 1,000 people every 10 minutes that
Yeah.
are sick and shaking hands and hugging. It's perfect.
Yep, perfect deal. So he has doctor's appointments in May, and she said it seems like his legs and hips seem to be getting a little weaker. So it's kind of
Yep.
goes with it.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's the suck part. But everything else was going good. The major
Yep.
things were good. So
Yeah,
Take it.
he was doing good. And Jackson sounds like he's still stealing cars and robbing people on his game and that. So he had his appointment last week. That went really well. They did some check on that bleeding disorder that his dad had. He doesn't have
Yeah.
that. So she said that that was a huge thing because he didn't need that on top of
yeah, no kidding.
you know
That's
what
like-
I mean.
It's getting sucker punch in the gut when you
Yeah.
already got hit already.
Yep. He's fitted for leg braces. They'll be in soon. I guess they have sharks on them, so I can't wait to see that. All the other tests he had went well. He's got more tests in June and May. Had a fun weekend with family. Next Friday is Melissa's birthday, and Brandy and Selena are coming to visit.
Oh, perfect. I wish I knew that on the leg brace you could put things, because I would have donated to have his leg braces made with like Mile Monster stuff all over it, or some
That
kind
would've
of
been- yeah.
crazy. We could have everybody write something like you do when you sign a cast, except
Yeah,
have the
exactly,
braces
like a
made with
permanent-
that already
Yeah,
on it.
kind of a permanent cast
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that would be pretty good. Really good. There was something else I was going to tell you too. Oh, I was going to tell you before I get too far that I was really proud of myself. I rode like all adulty when Amy was on the motorcycle.
Oh,
Yeah, or just down here, I guess she said. Not so much in Daytona, and that was more Twister's fault because I had to follow her. So Twister and Hopper were out in front.
Twisters and Hoppers.
Yeah, and it was really kind of more Twister's fault than mine, but there may have been a law or two broken, but not more than 5 for sure. Right, Amy?
That's funny because she rode passenger in Daytona, and we came home and I was looking at GoPro footage and I thought there was something wrong with the feedback because it looked like we were going so fast, Like, what's
Yeah,
wrong with
exactly.
that thing? I was all proud of myself for riding nice the whole time, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, I
She's always yelling.
I was riding a little bit fast in Daytona because I was always in a hurry to get somewhere. So we were riding pretty fast, and then there was only a couple times that my lane got a little small, and there were some construction barrels there, and then there were some cars merging. There was cars going this way, and then the barrel, and then when I went through that, there was cars that were merging, and I had to get through the cars, and I think that was one that Amy would probably not like me to do on a regular basis. Yeah, and Twister got pulled over since our last show. She was breaking the law again, and again leading the way, and just Riot was following along, trying to obey all traffic laws and everything. And then Twister gets pulled over. And anytime the police go around me to pull her over, you know she's doing something that has to be really bad. So she did get his number, and I think they have some plans for some upcoming trips together. So that would be good. And when I see his number, I guess it was his badge number, and the trips might be to court.
Bad. Yeah.
So it was pretty good, but
she did get a picture taken with them.
Yeah, that's true. And we had, but it was kind of fun because then we came down here, and I have not ridden in a long time where I could just relax and chill out. I'm usually, purpose riding, not just doing whatever. So it was very different today and yesterday riding, and we got the music playing. I don't have a helmet on. I look and I'm doing under the speed limit. Like, and we did that for like a long time. And then Amy says to me today, we went a long ways and without needing gas. And I said, I didn't know a motorcycle could go so far. Yes. We went a long ways, and I still have like over a quarter tank left. I would have been filled up 50 miles before. Right. So I thought that was kind of funny. So
that is funny.
Yeah, riding all nice and sightseeing would
probably funny how you save gas.
Yeah, I would save a lot of money a year on gas by doing that kind of sightseeing thing. So it was pretty funny.
So she's got a gallon smaller tank than the rest of us, Yeah, it reminded me of this summer in Montana. I told her, I said, our next stop is like a long ways out. So, conserve on fuel. She gets on the highway. What were you going, 100, 105? I'm like, that's not conserving on fuel.
You get there faster, though.
What'd your bike say when we got there? You had like 6 miles left or something?
I don't. It said low range, so I don't know whether. I don't know. Low range.
Yeah, mine says low range all the time now, but that's all good. But that was kind of fun. But that's all I got. That was my week. So now I'm just gonna kick it, and I'll be home next Monday. I think I get home on Monday or Sunday or Monday, something like that. Okay. So I'll be all good. So that was good, and I'll be riding myself home so I can take it much easier and slower. I don't have to try to keep up with Twister, or there's some IBA people there that rode with us to lunch too, and they rode like maniacs. So I tried my best to slow them down, but nobody listened to me. So I just had to break off and do my own thing so I could be law abiding. That's how I look at it.
Sure, yeah.
I let all the maniacs like Iceman and Twister and Hopper get back to Texas where they belong, and I can go back to going up to New Jersey where all the law-abiding people hang out. So we're all good.
That's funny.
And I do like that for the day 69 too, for the two crazy ladies.
That's what that was on my list, was day 69, to tell you that. Awesome way to go. Yeah. I got to meet her out there too. That was cool. I got to see some monsters I hadn't met before, so that was kind of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. It was fun.
And there was a handful we hadn't met.
Yeah.
And we didn't even think, that whole IBA night, we're members. It didn't even dawn on me. We should have planned ahead and gone up to that, but
yeah, you get tickets ahead of time, and they're not over expensive. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
That would have been fun, but next time.
Yeah.
Also, it's Honor Week.
Perfect. I rode so far this week every day. I'm really doing good. Tomorrow's not looking so hot though.
Not tomorrow.
Maybe not.
Not even a mile.
If I ride, maybe a mile. I should only have to do a quarter mile because I'm in Key West and things are really slow. So a quarter mile is like equal to a mile of.
There you go.
Probably a mile just to park. If I move at all, it's all one ways. I got to go around in a circle. I'd probably put on a mile anyways.
The goat wants us to talk for 30 more minutes.
Must be getting close to bedtime.
Yeah, Gavin got to go to bed anyhow. I'm gonna shorten it up just so he has to go to bed. I'm only kidding. You'll push me out of the plane, and I'll be in the thing with no. I'll be the one with no chute.
No shoot. Yeah.
You're like, how funny is it now, Riot? They'll keep talking. Now they have plenty to talk about. That would be good. All right. Anything else?
That's all I got.
That's all you got. Sorry, Gavin. You got to go to bed. That's all we got.
I'm sorry, Gavin.
All right.
Good night, Gavin.
Good night, Gavin. Have a good bet. You go get in bed and I'll tuck yourself in. And you know, I had a lot more to talk about tonight. And your mom was just Venmoing me some tip money to cut it short. So maybe you're gonna have to up your game with some paintings or something, and I can find more to talk about until 9 every time. So it'd be good.
He's
Hey,
gonna sit here and argue for a half hour.
He is. Yeah.
exactly. That's okay. Amy said she would go with me. Where are you going, Amy? Skydiving?
Yeah.
You can't talk to the goat if you're not even going to be on the show. She's right here. Should I bring
Yep.
the camera to her?
Yep. She should come on this show.
No, she doesn't want to.
I
It's
know.
her. Amy has a very busy as a work life. So when she gets on vacation, she likes to unwind and chill. And I don't think she wants any of my stress in her world. Like I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning and was trying to do my best to not wake her up, but it's super hard not to annoy her until waking up. But it's all good. All right. Well, I think I hit the wrong button. Let me see if I can work it. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, everybody. So so I was reading the comments here from Daryl because I want to know what he's talking about, the jump seat. Oops, I hit the wrong button.
Oops.
Daryl, you can put
Hey,
Daryl.
Dylan's
We're
fighting.
fighting over buttons here.
Oh,
so
okay. I forgot it.
there we go.
No reason
Yeah,
to jump around.
exactly. That's how I feel too. Like it's a little weird jumping out of a plane when there's no reason for it. You know, I'd be the first one jumping out of a plane if we got shot down or, you know, something like that. But just to have somebody take you up and be like, hey, we're clear to jump, and that guy's just going to land in 5 more minutes, and I could just stay in my seat and be at the same place without the whole skydiving thing. But I think I'll still do it. It'll be good. So we'll see what happens. So evidently Gavin's got a plan, so I better take Amy there so she can go. So all right,
I think he's
Gavin.
got another picture to do tomorrow too.
Okay, perfect. I get tomorrow and I'll end winning that, and then it'll be all good. So be perfect. Awesome. Well, I'll talk to everybody next week. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna be out of touch for a few days. So if anybody needs anything, text me and I'll get it when I get it. Otherwise, I'll see you later. See you guys. I had a great time in Daytona with you guys. It was always good to see you.
It's nice to
Seeing
see you guys.
too. Happy
See everybody.
anniversary.
All right, hit one button. I don't know if I'm doing this. There we go.